Yeah. Boop. There we are. Little lucky bat. Ooh woo.
Ooh, woo.
Ooh woo bat.
Lucky bat, does whatever a lucky bat does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't, 'cause he's a bat. Look out. Here comes a lucky bat. Is he strong? Listen up. He has very small and light bones.
Exactly.
In the deep of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time.
So this is the musical edition of the EOB streams.
Yeah.
It's only going to be music from now on.
Mm-hmm. I was so mad when I watched Spider-Man Far From Home. Or not Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man Homecoming, which I really loved. I really liked that movie. But at the very beginning, they played just a little tiny bit in the Marvel opening song that was, perfect but completely unmemorable. They played just a little bit of do 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 do, and the crowd went wild. And then they never did it ever again. The rest of the music for the entire movie was very technically good, I'm sure, and it is completely forgettable.
Perfect.
There's a great YouTube channel. Is it Every Frame a Painting? I think it's Every Frame a Painting. Did a wonderful video on why the music in Marvel movies is forgettable. And it's like forgettable by design, sort of. But it's really interesting.
I like to think that all the music in all of the Marvel music is the same music. They just keep reusing it over
honestly
and over again.
Might as well be. But it's really good because he went man on the street and he interviewed people and he's like, "Do you like Marvel movies?" And everyone's like, "Hell yeah, I like Marvel movies." And he's like, "Can you sing a song from the Marvel movies?" And no one.
Yep.
Because it's not the sort of music they have, but other movies can do it. Like everybody knows the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
Everybody knows the Dark Knight, Batman music.
Star Wars.
The Avengers theme is kind of recognizable just because there's been 5 Avengers movies. And the only part anyone knows is do 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 do, because that's what they used in the trailer.
Right. Dustin Zachariah, Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator. Dun 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 dun.
And James Bond.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot. I mean, that's That's kind of how franchises stay afloat. Is the little bits and bobs from them.
Mm-hmm. I hate milk. Can't fully join, but I'm on a date. Paint well and drink a beer for me, guys.
I just wanted to pop in and show off.
Yeah, flex on everyone. Jeez.
Kick the Bandit disliked and welding on Galv because of the new guy. Ooh, galvanized metal. Interesting. I don't think I've ever welded on galvanized metal. I know my welding teachers told me a fun story where somebody brought in hot dogs and they decided to cook them on a piece of metal and they picked galvanized metal and they all got poisoned.
Amazing.
Everyone was fine, but I think they all had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. I mean, that reminds me of, I see these all the time where, like, on Facebook, there'll be, like, those little videos of people building stuff, and they'll take, like, a gasoline tank, and they'll turn it into, like, into a grill, and, like, there's no way that's fine.
I wouldn't do it. Yeah, there's a lot of really nasty stuff in a lot of metals.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the best comments that are on the internet are on Facebook. on random videos that pop up because random people see it and then they just shit all over it. And it's so much fun. Honestly, the YouTube comments are tame compared to Facebook comments. Which is crazy because Facebook is supposed to be you. It's supposed to be your face.
It's your real self.
Real name. Where on YouTube it can just be whatever. Yep. Pretty fun.
It is bizarre. Like on YouTube, people will often write a mean comment and then delete it later.
Yeah.
On Facebook, people double down.
Yeah.
Aaron H. Unless it's Guardians of the Galaxy. That is true, although Guardians of the Galaxy, the memorable songs are just the real songs. Blue Sweet, Hooked on a Feeling, Mr. Blue Sky. I mean, they're just sampling, which is brilliant and what they should be doing. But you don't remember I don't think there must be a Guardians theme, but I don't really remember how that one
Heroes
goes.
theme number 5.
Heroes theme, that's probably what it is. Blackwater Clock, let's see a close-up of the eyes. They're okay. I tried to do little veins, and they're a little chunky, but I think they're good. They're good enough. Doesn't Zachariah? Aluminum, stainless steel, no problems. But Galv, yuck. Don't get me started on the fumes either. I bet.
Frog Jog, hi all. How do you guys feel about Army Painter paints? I'm thinking about getting a paint set.
They're okay. They're not my favorite paints. They're very cheap though, and they're very good. They're very good budget paints for sure. I like their white a lot. I like their black a lot. Their yellow's not bad, which is surprising because most companies' yellow is pretty bad. The only thing I don't like about them really, and it's kind of a deal breaker, is they're a little bit glossy. Just a little bit glossy, and I don't like that. I also like their washes.
Oh, Frog Jog washes are pretty dope, I heard.
They are. I like them.
Yep, there you go.
I think I like them more than I like Games Workshop Agrax and Null Oil a lot because they dry quick. They're very matte. But for the other colors, I think Army Painter is better. I think Games Workshop's colors are too saturated. I gotta grab another one to reference how I paint these.
Oh, there he goes.
Boop boo doo doo boop boo. Boo ba doo boop boo.
Nathaniel Smith. Oh my god, I was not expecting that color scheme. That looks freaking awesome.
Yeah. That's how I paint my Plague Boys.
Do you think they fart with every step?
I hope so. I mean, they must.
Yeah. It just feels about right.
Mm-hmm. Come on, don't clog me now. Oh, dropper bottles.
Oh, dropper bottles. You're gonna have to open it up.
Yeah, it's all clogged. I got a tiny bit out. Maybe I can make that work.
Amazing.
Alexander Rose, hey man, love your content. I am super new to the hobby and I'm having an issue with paint consistency on a wet palette. Any pointers on finding the right consistency with a wet palette? I made a video on finding the right consistency with a wet palette. It's like how to thin your paints in 2 minutes. But the gist of it is make sure that your paint palette is completely dry. Like take a paper towel and wipe the top to make sure that there aren't any tiny little beads of water hiding, because those will suck up your paint and make them really watery. And then make sure that your paint stays a drop on the palette, and then slowly take out a little bit and then thin it down as needed. And then just time and experience.
Yeah, and sometimes if you are using the wet palette and you put the lid on it and the lid's too tight or all the way on or whatever, sometimes you can get some condensation on the palette and that can kind of ruin all your paints or make them too watery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that often happens. Yeah, I'd say the wet palette guarantees you like one session with all of your colors. And then if you really know what you're doing and you know, like, okay, I can leave the lid off a crack and that will get the right evaporation points for overnight in a dry basement or a living room or something, you might get some colors might survive, although some colors just don't survive very well, like browns, whites.
Yeah. Exactly.
Danica R. recently saw your Land Raider video. What a gorgeous model. Yeah, it was my first time painting a Land Raider. And it'll probably be the last. Well, actually, I kind of do want to get one of the old Land Raiders. I would love one of those.
I saw somebody left a comment saying that you should put a Taco Bell on top of it.
Yes. It's a good idea.
So yeah, you have one that's a mausoleum kind of thing, church, and then one with a Taco Bell on it.
I mean, it's magnetized. I could put whatever I want up there.
Yeah, you can. Taco Bell. You know that guy was eating some Taco Bell as he typed that comment.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Exactly. Alexander Rose, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I've had that issue with condensation overnight. I'm painting Space Wolves, so a lot of browns, blues, and whites. Oh, yeah. Aaron H. Some great stencil work as well.
Yeah, those stencils work out really nice.
Exactly.
Excited to put them on everything, because I'm pretty much just going to repaint all of my rhinos.
Did you have 2 of them done? 3 of them done?
I have 3 of them done, but they're not. I mean, they were done, 5 years ago.
A long time ago, yeah.
They're not really up to snuff anymore.
I mean, those had to be done in high school, right? Probably.
Probably. Calzeroke, magnetize a Games Workshop store on top. That would be really funny. We need to make a little Games Workshop objective marker or piece of terrain.
That'd be pretty good. I know. God, which one was that? I mean, this was a Patreon exclusive joke, but we were watching one of the Warhammer Plus shows. It was the second one, the second Hammer and Bolter was the library one, and they do a pan of the hall, and I said, wouldn't it be great if there's just a Games Workshop in there? I think that's what they should do. They should throw a futuristic Games Workshop in every Hammer and Bolter.
Yeah. And what's really interesting is if you're on the Patreon, you get to experience Warhammer Plus along with us.
This is true.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 style, where we're just cracking jokes and making fun of everything and all the weird stuff. It's quite a time, and it's only available on Patreon.
Very true. We have a Warhammer Plus review coming out on Saturday. For the patrons.
Man, those patrons are a lucky bunch, aren't they?
They are.
Not like these filthy casual YouTube plebs.
Gross. Can fight. Games Workshop is already grimdark because it's an evil mega corporation.
Yeah. Mom's old-fashioned Games Workshop.
Yeah, there you go.
Mom's old-fashioned toy company. Justin M. Hey, chat. Just got my friend into this Warhammer. He's playing Salamanders. I have no idea what to recommend to him since I've never played Marines. Any suggestions? You could probably get some Marines cheap off of eBay. Like Assault Intercessors are really cheap because they come in Indominus and all the start collectings. If he plays salamanders, eradicators would probably be awesome because they have melt-a-weapons, and the salamanders love fire, and I'm assuming they also love lava. Like, they're not gonna be like, fire, yes, but a lava gun, ew.
James Hitchcock, you can't make me get Patreon. That's okay, but we'll just love you less.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a popularity contest, but just know you would be at the bottom.
Exactly. Michael H. I love painting, but in between work, being a student, and ADHD, it's hard to find the time or energy. Any tips on getting yourself to hobby?
I have a video about this, but I'd say set yourself up small projects, like little tiny things. Like today, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna paint this guy's hair, and that's it. Mm-hmm. And then once you painted the hair, you're like, hey, look, I did a thing. You know what? Maybe I'll do his boots too. And all of a sudden, you like finish the model, and you're like, oh, this is great. I'm gonna build a Warlord Titan. That's usually what happens. No one should build a Warlord Titan. They're ridiculously they're irresponsibly expensive, in my opinion.
No,
and it should be in everyone's opinion.
Yeah. I guess unless you're like you got some real dough though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if you got like dentist money, fake business money.
Exactly. My suggestion might be, this works for some people, sometimes it doesn't work for others. It all depends on everything. But maybe scheduling, from this time to this time, I am painting every day.
That's true.
Or on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever. That's kind of how these streams work.
Mm-hmm.
Is every day, besides Sundays, because that's the Lord's Day, we we paint for an hour, or sometimes more than that, depending on if it's a Patreon-only stream, or if it's a Saturday where we go 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
We always start at 9. You could paint during these streams. That could be something.
Lance Fantasy Gaming, I'm here to paint everything pink. Yeah!
Perfect.
Nathaniel Smith, seeing Astartes on Warhammer Plus gave me whiplash seeing it as an official product. I can't think of any other example of fan to official. Yeah, they also hired the guy who did Hell's Reach to do, I think he did their Blood Angel show, which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And also us, we're getting hired by
yes,
Warhammer Plus. That's what we're going to
We're in charge of their PR.
Exactly. And we have been this whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it hasn't been going well. Would that be amazing?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, our bad, everybody.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, oops.
BJ McMurray, yep, I paint with the stream most nights from 9 to 10 p.m. Central. See? There you go. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Can fight. How many Warlord Titans can Jeff Bezos buy?
Infinite. Like, literally, he probably couldn't buy them fast enough for like, the, like, he would just make money too fast.
Yeah.
Because how many can Forge World make in a week? 5, 10?
Well, I'm not convinced it's a real company, so I don't.
That's true.
I don't even know.
Technically, they can make none.
Yeah. That would be pretty hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. PJ McMurray. I knew it, you shells. Oh, yeah. We are shells.
Mm-hmm.
Danica R. Forge World doesn't exist, like Australia.
Exactly. That's always been my stance. No Hoa. Hey, I am starting work on a Dark Mechanicus army. What kind of colors do you think would really make the army? Dark Mechanicus. So the regular Mechanicus is like dark silver and or dark metal and red. So maybe blue. I don't know. Maybe really dark red.
Michael H., don't hate the shiller, hate the game. Con, fight. Jeff could probably make Mars an actual Forge World with his money. Exactly. Just build real Titans.
Mm-hmm. Champ Styles, are you going to get a lot of... I ask if you're going to get a lot of things, but since you plan on getting every Legion model ever, does that include the Endor Bunker and down ATSTs? Yes, I definitely want to get those things. They're not super high on the priority, because I definitely want to get armies first, so that I can like play with people. But, yeah, I want to get everything. I think the first terrain is probably going to be either the Moisture Evaporators, because it comes with new rules on how to play the game, or the Escape Pod, because the Escape Pod comes with R2-D2 and C-3PO, and they're actually really, really good in a Rebel army. And I play the Rebels. I've really been struggling because my hero for my Rebel army is Jyn Erso, and I'm like, why can't I I can't do anything. And when she first came out, she cost 130 in-game points, and apparently every single time they did an FAQ, she would drop in points.
Wow.
And so at this point, she's at 90.
Really?
So literally, I could take like a whole nother squad of Rebels.
Wow.
Because like she's okay, but it's really hard to get her to do work. Because she doesn't have a lightsaber. She's not crazy survivable like all Jedi. I'm also thinking about getting K2SO and his buddy Cassian Andor.
Nova Man, are you gonna paint Mortarion?
Which one's Mortarion? Oh, it's a pretty badass model, and it's awesome. I would not be opposed to getting a Mortarion. I'd have to set this camera up like 20 inches to get it underneath. Maybe I could do it in a video. Although I've already done a video on painting these guys. So it might be a hard... Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mind. There's a bunch of models out there that I don't really have a good reason to buy, but I still want, like Belisarius Call, a bunch of the heroes. I really, Mephiston, Lord of Death, is like one of my favorite models Games Workshop's ever made. So you never know. And I kind of wouldn't mind having an actual Plague army. And I mean, these guys are so quick to paint up. I mean, it's just so many hours a guy.
Right. No problem.
Mm-hmm. KX4I23R, just popping in. Not sure if it's been asked already, but when do you decide to use a cube of wood, and when you don't need when painting? I don't know. This guy just wasn't on a little piece of wood, so I never put him on one. I prefer the little pieces of wood. It just gives me a little something to hold on to. But yeah, the cube of wood is a tad more comfortable. But I'm not. It's not a huge pain either way for me.
So you were lazy on this guy. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't use any painting handle. Not that I'm opposed to it. I used to use the corks, but they're a little annoying because they don't stay up very well. And then man, I just haven't gone to anything.
Jazzy
Dominion. Ooh. What's your opinion on the lizard people?
Lizard people are absolutely real. They rule us. Long live the lizard people.
There you go. We are lizard people.
No, we're not lizard people. We're ruled by the lizard people.
No. I said what I said. Mandy D, those are some gross eyeballs.
Yeah.
I agree. Are you gonna put some gloss on the eyeballs?
Probably. I think I might satin varnish all of these guys to really bring out the color. I don't want to gloss because then you're gonna get like the light reflection points.
Yep.
And it's gonna be a little too much. A little semi-gloss. Just a little. As a treat. It's really interesting figuring out when something on this guy's done.
That's a great question. Jason M., I'm a lizard person.
Hmm.
The end times was an inside job.
Probably by the lizards.
James Wright, not lizard people, Seraphon. Sorry about that typo.
I mean, the old ones are supposed to be. I guess they were more amphibious than reptile.
Yeah, but what about Age of Sigmar Seraphon?
I guess they're also both because they have skinks. Wait, I guess skinks are lizards. They do have reptile-y or amphibian guys, right? There's some frogs. Lord Croak.
Yes.
Is he just called Croak ironically? I think he's actually a lizard, but he's called Croak.
Yeah. There you go.
I love that. What was the Juan Diaz was the amazing sculptor who worked for Games Workshop for a whole bunch of years and made some of the best models that they ever had. And he made masterpieces like the old Lord Croak and a whole bunch of the Blood Angels independent characters and like these literal masterpieces of models. And he's most known for lazily sculpting the titty demons.
Yep.
Which are just not as good. I get why they're popular, but they're just not as good as anything else he made.
Yeah. I agree. James Workshop. Duncan Rhodes was a lizard. We had to let him go. There you have it, folks. You heard it here.
Duncan Rhodes, take me home to the place where I belong. Tooth and coats. Doo-ba-doo-doo.
Agreed. Can fight. I wish Games Workshop would make Seraphon count as old ones in 40k the way demons do.
I think the old ones are dead. Like they don't exist anymore in 40k. They were wiped out by the Necrons and the Satan. Do you think the Satans are really big fans of Catan?
Guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Trash Boat. I really love that Juan Diaz Demon Prince.
Yeah, it's a really good one. I like it more than the current one. I think the current one suffers from being a dual purpose kit for both fantasy and 40k, and I feel like it doesn't do either of them perfectly. Because it doesn't really look like it's wearing Space Marine armor, and it doesn't really have the aesthetics of the other fantasy demons.
Yeah.
Okay, I need a pin to poke a hole in this.
Someone needs more paint. Aaron H. I'd love to hang out all night, but I've been working way too much. Good night, guys. Good night.
Boop, 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 boop.
Exactly. Trash boat. I was halfway through kit bashing a Nurgle prince with wings. I should finish it.
You know, I kind of like the old resin Nurgle demon prince. I know it's a kind of a mixed bag for a lot of people, but I really kind of like it. It's so ugly. And you know, I think it would probably look pretty good in this scheme. Does anybody play Plague Marines? Is it a good model to pick up? A Demon Prince of Nurgle for a Nurgle army? I'm gonna guess no, because I see nobody ever do it. Sunbro, how to beat my min-max Dark Angels friend as orcs? I don't know. You probably don't. You maybe get him on objectives before he can shoot you off the board?
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good question. When people say, I'm losing all of my games, how are you playing the games? Like in terms of, like, are you playing objectives? 'Cause that's how you kind of have to play the game. Like, you totally can play for kills, but some armies are better at killing. And some matchups are just horrible for just kills.
Like, remember in high school when we didn't want to read the rules for the game?
Yeah.
And so we just would set up our models and try to kill each other?
Yeah. It's not great. Like, I mean, we constantly had orcs versus necrons. And, I mean, you could do a lot of damage before I could even get there.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just shoot. Okay. Can fight, I play them. It's all right, but you want to have one with wings because it gives you so much more mobility.
Ah, I could put wings on him. I'd probably get the fly wings off of one of the plague drone kits. Or maybe I'd get a plague drone and then give him like plague covered like rocket backpack. That could be cool.
There you go.
King of Kanonas, the Men of Iron were wiped out, but still ended up in Blackstone Fortress. Yeah, but that was one. And I feel like one Man of Iron is different than one god of the universe. Because like one's just a robot, and the other one controls the reality.
Get it, Canones. Fuck plague drone wings. Give him Bellicor wings.
Wow,
Agreed.
Those giant ass wings on that little itty bitty model.
Linku 11. Good night. Once you read this chat message. Good night.
Harvey Lefevre, what's your mailing address? It's P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
There you go.
Champ Style, speaking of older miniatures, does anyone remember those Hun-style horse riders from the Imperial Guard? Boy, those are ancient.
Jason M. My friend got back from work and we got drunk last night. Maybe it was the beer, but when we'd show him my models, he showed interest in the game. Was talking him into Kill Team since it's only a few models. I may play this game yet.
Nice!
There you go. What you have to do is you just have to keep him being drunk and then, you know, really convince him, and then he'll just be buying all this stuff drunk. Perfect. Because usually it's like months or years of convincing. But,
yeah.
I mean, there you go. Don't call me Shirley. Jay, does your arm hurt after painting that Land Raider?
I really pushed myself painting that thing a lot, but I don't think I was just tired because I stayed up really really late to paint that, and it kind of messed up my sleep schedule, which was already in shambles. So yeah, it did kind of mess me up, but I didn't have any fatigue in my arms.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I think I also have a really good system of painting with the whole of my hands flat on the table. So really, it's just my fingers doing any work.
And you do so many fingy exercises.
Oh yeah.
Your fingers have muscles. Your fingers have biceps. The Mad Badger. Who's better, Plague Marines or Necrons?
Necrons, I think. I don't know. I don't really know that much Plague Marine lore. But I like Necrons a lot.
Well, there you go.
Although I think in terms of models, I think I'm kind of more interested in these, but it's just kind of it's a more interesting project. Plague Marines and Necrons. Like Necrons paint up easy. I mean, it'd be hard to paint them up really crazy well. Because they're just.
I know. It kind of sounds like to me you're cheating on your Necrons.
Mm-hmm.
Is really what you're doing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm a little offended. Jason M. Oh, no problem getting him to drink beer. He's the one who made me an alcoholic. Warhammer is expensive. Laughs and beer breath. Alexander Rose. Question. Why do white paints always suck? I've had these Games Workshop pots for years and everything still works except that stupid Cermite white.
Oh yeah, it's easily the worst paint they produce. I really like, this is something I learned from Ninjon, who has a wonderful YouTube channel. Liquitex Heavy Body Acrylic Titanium White. I have one 59 milliliter tube of this I bought for like $6. And I've been using this for all of my white and it's wonderful. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Super great. I don't think I'll ever buy another like hobby brands white paint.
There you have it, folks. USA Libertarian. War hammered.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Although we've been playing a lot of the new kill team, I feel like because of the alternate activation, it's hard to eat snacks or drink beers while playing it because you're constantly doing stuff.
A little bit, yeah. I think I could drink beers, but
says the alcoholic, but
but you're always busy.
You're always busy. I think you could drink, but I think it'd be harder to eat your pretzels and your chips and your Doritos.
Oh yeah. Yeah, eat a chip, wipe the hands on the pants, and then get right back to gaming.
Exactly. But super cool game, and I really prefer that to, how the old game was, where you watch everyone destroy you, and then you can't do anything.
Yeah, and then you roll your broken test to see if you lose.
Oh God.
You roll yourself to see if you lose. What a wonderful mechanic.
Yeah. Triggering, I would say. LXYT, have you gotten any more Metal Earth models? I used to love those years ago.
I have not. The one was such a pain in the butt to build. I have not really felt the desire to get more. There might be a video in it, maybe, but probably not. I don't know. I like them. They're fun. I think if I was trapped somewhere not a kidnap, but like if I was like traveling and I couldn't do any hobbying or something. I was staying in a hotel somewhere. It would be fun to get one of those and just tinker with it in the evenings. Because it will take you hours and hours. They're very, very hard. They don't take up a lot of room.
I'm sure you can bring it on airplanes.
You probably can. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. They're like, this is a bomb. It's not. No, it's a bomb.
Is this over 12 ounces of liquids?
Yeah. Mandy D, yeah, no one I ever played with used the morale phase in Kill Team 1.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like you can't not, but I get why they wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's because it sucked.
It really sucked.
But it was a very important part of the game. I'm super glad to get rid of it.
Yeah. I only want to watch it. Yeah, but if you get bombed turn 1, you have the whole rest of the game to eat snacks. This is true. This is true.
I remember watching an Uncle Adam video, and he talked about he was sad to see the morale phase go, and then I looked down at the comments, and the comments were like, "Good riddance."
Yeah, that's awesome.
The morale phase sucks. Yeah, it doesn't. Morale in 40k almost doesn't make sense because every single army is made up of super soldiers who couldn't possibly be scared, alien hive minds that couldn't possibly be scared, robot Egyptians that couldn't possibly be scared, plague zombies that couldn't possibly be scared, superhuman soldiers who couldn't possibly be scared. It seems like a weird mechanic to hold on to.
Right. Yeah. I don't get it, but I'm glad it's gone.
Yeah.
The only thing that's still weird is the scouting phase.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? Because I don't remember what the 3 things are, but only one of them's like really good. And then isn't it something where if 2 people pick that, you don't do anything?
Yeah, only one person gets it, I think, or something. I don't remember. It's not good. It's not good enough to keep. I don't get it. I don't get why they keep trying to make it a thing. Literally, would you put up barriers in between people starting the game? Okay, everybody, It's time to do the scouting phase. Hide a number of up to 3 dice in your hand, and then we'll compare. Like, what? Exactly. Get out of here! Get out of here with that.
But in terms of setting up physical barriers, I do like the barrier rules.
I like it too. Yeah.
I like that a lot. That's pretty fun.
Cover is very important.
It's
very important to always have cover on everything, always.
Yeah. So I like that. But yeah. Good old-fashioned scouting.
Morale right now is so bad in most Games Workshop games. Yeah, it was always a pain. I remember in 6th edition, literally as soon as one of my units broke and ran towards the nearest board edge, I would just forget they exist and they would be out of the game.
Yep.
Destin Zechariah. Not even Imperial Guard because Commissars. That's true, and really not even Orc Boys because Knobs. Literally, I think you could lose it, and I don't understand what you would lose if you got rid of the rule.
Liam Hagen, what should I get if I make a kill team?
Whatever you want. I think all the factions are very good. It just comes down to what you like most, like in terms of looks and style. I may be working on a video right now that'll answer that question, no matter what faction people are interested in.
Hot damn. Imagine that, folks.
Yeah, you heard it here first, people.
You say
Manatee,
Libertarian?
Custodes, lol. Yeah, although Custodes did get nerfed. Some people think dramatically. I think it's sort of a slight nerf. They went down from 4 action points to 3, which is big, but they still get tons of disgusting special rules and abilities.
You say Libertarian. Where are you planning to run away to?
Away, I don't know.
Board Edge.
Canada.
Board Edge. Yeah, that's a Board Edge. Technically.
Daniel Thompson, I guess an all Gretchen army. Unfortunately, no, you're not allowed to take an all Gretchen army. You can have a maximum of 4 Gretchen in an orc kill team, in a greenskins kill team.
Yeah, jeez.
I don't know if you'd want to take 4. 2 is probably plenty, but you can take up to 4. I thought it'd be kind of fun to take an all Gretchen kill team, although I bet that it would literally be so bad you wouldn't ever do it.
Yeah.
I was looking at the rules I think the rules are really, really good right now, but I was thinking about like kill teams in old edition, and you'd try to win the game in the list building phase, because you could make kill teams that were absolutely worthless and could never win easily.
Yes.
If you brought Space Marines with regular bolters, you lose. If you brought Shoot-A-Boys, you lose. Now, I think you'd really throw any kill team against any kill team, and you would go all 4 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I know. What's a little sad is we had a fun series planned, ridiculous kill team where we made the worst 2 kill teams in the original kill team, OG kill team, and then made them fight. And that would be a lot of fun. But
yeah,
we have since moved on because Games Workshop has moved on.
Yeah, they literally made the game too good so that we can't do that. God damn it, Games Workshop. You actually made a game that has a semblance of balance.
Very rude.
Edgar, my sister is obsessed with the Sister Cadets coming out soon for Kill Team. Ooh, yeah, I found out what that's going to cost.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, everyone did, because I think today was the day where you found out how much it cost. $170.
Interesting.
So $30 less than Octeris.
That makes sense, because it doesn't have the book.
Yeah. So it it still feels a little high to me, for sure. But I guess if you buy it from your friendly local game store, you're going to get it for about $150. So
yeah,
with 15% off. So I guess $150. It's almost acceptable. Don't pay full price for it.
Yeah,
but I mean, get it for
the train looks interesting.
The train looks good. Both armies look good. The
only problem with the train, it looks like it's not very much.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to supplement it a little with some Coke, some Pabst cans.
Yeah, because cover's really important in the game, and I feel like I don't know, a lot of shooting. It's gonna be happening.
Jason M. Sucks. You can't have lictors in Kill Team. Seems like it was made for them. I know, I took lictors in Kill Team 1, and it was a really fun list. But no more. Oh well.
Danica R, the new sisters are way too nun-looking.
I mean, that's sisters. Like nuns with guns is what their nickname is.
Manda D, I don't need the Tau half, so I will be getting rid of that, but the train and sisters are worth it to me. Yeah.
Neat.
I don't know, for some reason I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be doing that.
Well, Tau players will be happy then. They'll be able to get their Tau for a slightly reasonable price.
So like what, 3-4 people?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, at least it's cheaper. I thought that there was a chance that Games Workshop would pull out the $200, even though they dropped the rule book.
Yeah.
But no.
My guess when we were talking about it was $165. would be like reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 170. I mean, that's $5 more. So I was basically 100% correct.
I think it's interesting. We haven't seen the Orcs and Krieg. We've seen that they're going to be released separately, but we haven't seen them get released separately yet.
Yeah.
Which that'd be nice, because I mean, that's like the, hey, do you want to play Kill Team? Buy this. Just buy this, you're done. Product, which is kind of nice.
Right.
And I'm sure we'll get them for every faction. I also really like that they don't take away, or you wouldn't use them necessarily instead of the Compendium factions. The Compendium factions exist and are good, and the made for Kill Team factions exist and are good, and they're separate, which I really like. Manny D, are Kroot good in Kill Team 2? I think that they're really interesting. I don't know if they're good or not. I think though, because the game is still really, really new, and so I think if you look in like the tournament rankings, Kroot aren't doing that good, but they're also no one is playing them, so there's just like no data. But I think they look really, really cool. They have a lot of rules that let them switch. They get to cheat basically, and they get to switch their conceal orders to engage orders, and vice versa whenever they want.
Ooh, that's fun.
And they have another rule that this a 1 point stratagem.
They win the game.
That you probably are going to use every single turn, but for one command point, you can charge if you have a conceal order, and that is huge. Because all of a sudden you can't fight still, but all of a sudden now your opponent has to make the decision. Okay. Do I waste all of my CP falling out of this combat, or do I fight the Kroot who's not bad in close combat? It's pretty nasty. I really, really like that. They also have a piece of equipment. I think it's a 3-point piece of equipment that just turns one Kroot into a sniper Kroot, which is probably worth taking. Just throw them up on a vantage point and just have them snipping all game. So yeah, I like the Kroot. I think they're really, really cool. Scar, anyone know the UK price? Yeah, I think it's less. I think it's like 109 or something. So yeah, it's less than the Americans are paying, because that's just how it goes.
Danica R. Also, the sisters have autoguns. Aren't those awful?
Yeah, they're not good. I don't think these sisters are, because these aren't full Sisters of Battle. It seems like they're like sisters in training or something. So they're kind of a little bit more Imperial Guard equivalents. I don't think they're probably going to have very good armor. It looks like their basic weapon is the auto gun, which is a 2-3 weapon. It looks like they're going to have a lot of shenanigans and close combat weapons and stuff.
That's what they've been doing with the, Octarius Chanath. I bet there's always all these crazy special rules and all these weird things that you can do.
Yeah.
Which makes it a lot of fun if you like reading all the rules and figuring out how to pull things off perfectly. But if you just like playing the game, probably Compendium.
I like the Compendium. I like them both, but I think I like the Compendium more because I like to sit down. My favorite is the actual playing. I don't want to have to do a lot of thinking and reading beforehand. I'm not that big a fan of list building.
Yeah.
Netscar, does anyone want the Tau half? I know 4 people who just want the sisters and not the terrain or Tau. I mean, also remember, it's you might have to wait a while, but you could always just wait and just buy the stuff when it comes out individually.
This is also true.
And you could also, if you're just really dying to play Sisters and Kill Team, you could do it with 1 box of Sisters of Battle, which would make a wonderful Kill Team. Or you could buy 1 box of Repentia, which would make another awesome, if a little bit fragile, Kill Team. And then you'd have 3 different Sisters of Kill Teams.
Can't fight 1 point tactic, win the game is pretty much what to expect from Games Workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I do. when I play my Orc Commandos. For 1 point, I just win the game
Mm-hmm.
automatically.
I do not like the for one command point you can ignore 1 dice. Oh, does that make for some feel bad moments?
And here's the thing, because I used it at a really good moment, but I could have been using that whole game, and I just never did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, it's still a whole command point.
It is, but I could have. So with the mission though that
That's
we were
true.
playing, you get that extra command point if you flip the thing. So I could have made it work.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at the Greenskins kill team out of the compendium, and I've put together a list that's 4 orc boys and 1 orc boy with a rocket launcher, and then 2 ludas, and 1 Burna, and 1 Spanna with a rocket launcher, and you can take a thing called Targeting Thing, and the Targeting Thing makes you hit 1 better ballistic skill. And the Spanna already hits on 4s, so all of a sudden you've got 4 orc boys and a Burna running around the field, and then you've got 4 Shoota orcs, 2 snaz guns, and 2 rocket launchers, all hitting on 4s.
It's pretty good.
That's not bad. That's honestly, I mean, Guard hit on 4. I think Tau hit on 4. A lot of things hit on 4s. It's not even that bad.
Man. The rocket launcher.
The rocket launcher.
It is absolutely my favorite unit in the Orc Commandos.
Mm-hmm.
Is the rocket launcher. Damn, does it do good
Oh,
work.
it does.
Good, clean work. Yeah. It's a thing of beauty.
What's
if you can get that perched up on something, you could be killing something around.
Yeah, easily one-shot a guardsman.
And
not
and
even
if,
a problem.
And if you have, if somebody has stuff bunched up,
yeah,
beautiful.
Any AP is amazing in Kill Team.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Now there's the other thing you can take with a Spanna, which is the custom Mega Blasta, which is essentially a plasma gun, and it does it's AP 2.
Damn.
But it's hot. And the orcs don't have a lot of good ways of getting rid of it's hot. They have no ability to reroll 1s. So you're going to take 1 or 2 gets hots, and so you probably take 6 mortal wounds a game. And so I was thinking about it, and I'm like, can I justify that? Because all of a sudden you drop from 10 to 7 wounds. All of a sudden things could take you out.
Yep.
And then if you get another round of mortal wounds, all of a sudden you're hurt, you're injured, and now you're shooting worse. So I feel like the one armor AP of the rocket launcher is a more sure thing than the 2 AP of the custom Mega Blasta.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'd still do it though. I'd roll the dice.
Trash boot. I want to play demons and Kill Team. Are they okay? I think so. I haven't actually looked at the demons that much yet. I know you can take bloodletters, demonettes, the other plague bearers, or the other one I didn't say yet. Corn guys, right? Or no, Corman. I said that.
Zinj guys?
Yeah, horrors. You can take horrors. They're a little same. I don't know what their special abilities are. Really, the thing to look at is not just the units. I think when the game was brand spanking new, a lot of people just looked at the units and it's like, this guy doesn't seem that exciting and his gun's not that exciting, so it sucks. But the really important things to look at are the equipments, the stratagems, and the tactical ploys. Those are kind of what makes the army. Cal's Roke. I'm a brush noob. Is that a very small or very big? This is a fairly big brush. It's a Rosemary & Co. size 3. I don't mind a big old brush. I like a big brush because I can lay down more paint faster. I think I've just about got this guy done. I just need to paint his Nurgling, his face, glue the gun on to see if there's any last little things I'd like to touch up. He seems a little bluer than some of my other guys, so I might throw a little bit more green on him. But I mean, he looks about the same.
And speaking of about the same, it is 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
You know what that means? That means that we're going to go to Betty Bye time.
Mm-hmm.
But we had 2 videos already this week. We have another video out tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we have a Patreon exclusive video where we're talking about the Warhammer Plus, some Warhammer Plus stuff.
Yeah.
So you got to join the Patreon for that. And we have a Patreon only stream tomorrow where you can actually call in and chat with us, which is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
You can call us on Discord.
Woot woot.
A lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central. So join us for that.
All right, everybody. Good night.